Hello students, I am Ramchandra Karde, your mentor and educator for NDA Maths subject. Today we will study trigonometric equations. This is the important chapter from trigonometry section. Let's look into contents of the chapter. First we will see the introduction, then later the concept of periodicity of trigonometric ratios and some standard general solutions of trigonometric equations. Finally we will see the questions based on trigonometric equations. Studying this chapter, first we must know what is the concept of periodicity. In day-to-day life, you see a normal example of visiting your school and your coaching classes. Okay, in the morning you get up, uh, become ready for school, and leave your home to reach school. Okay, then from school you again reach your home. Okay, consider your home as a zero level. You reach school, that is your extreme level, then you again reach home, that is zero level. Okay, from home again you go for playing at a playground, then again after playing at playground you again come back at home. You so this one cycle is repeated. Okay, means waking up in the morning, becoming ready for school, going to school, returning again to home, and then going to playground, playing there, playing over there, and again returning home. In the next day you again follow the same routine. Okay, so this in this manner you follow certain repetition of some activities. Okay, similarly this is called periodicity. In day-to-day life you repeat your routine every day, so there are some functions which show similar value after certain interval of time. Okay, so they are called as periodic functions. In term of mathematics, how we will define it, it is f of x equal to f of x plus t. Means if we replace x with x plus t will be certain time value. Okay, then the values of both functions f of x and f of x plus t will remain constant. So how we will define the concept of periodic functions? Function f of x is considered as a periodic function if there is period t with condition that t is greater than 0, such that f of x plus t equal to f of x for all values of x in the domain of x. Means we will consider a function f of x as a periodic function if we will have the both the function values of f of x and f of x plus t equal in all the values of x in the domain, means the range of values of function f of x. So for trigonometric ratios, we have sin x plus 2n pi equal to sin x and cos x plus 2n pi equal to cos x. Also tan x plus n pi equal to tan x. From this, we can make out that periods of sin x, cos x and tan x are 2n pi and n pi respectively, because the values of these trigonometric ratios repeat after certain value period t. Here value of t is 2n pi for sin x. For cos x it is t is equal to 2n pi. Then for tan x it is t is equal to n pi. Similarly, we can find out periods of different trigonometric ratios using the same periodicity concept. Now we will see what is trigonometric equations. First of all, we must know what is equation. Yes, we have learned in previous classes. What is equation? Means it has two equal sides. Means one is LHS and other is RHS. So for being equation, the both sides must be equal. For example, here consider this equation cos 2x equal to 1 by 8. Here the both sides, the LHS, what is here LHS? Cos 2x and RHS 1 by 8. Here both sides must be equal, then only we can consider it as an equation. So what is a trigonometric equation? The equation which contains trigonometric functions. So here trigonometric functions is cos 2x. So as it contains trigonometric function, we can consider it as a trigonometric equation. Okay, students, this was Introduction to Trigonometric Equation. Now we will see how we can correlate the concept of periodicity with solution of trigonometric equation. See, we have studied in the introduction that trigonometric ratios shows periodicity, so their values repeat after certain value of period. Okay, the value of period is t, so we can derive the generalized solution of trigonometric equations. So first we will see the periodicity of sine graph. See, from here, from when the angle is minus 2 pi, the value is 0. Then when it becomes minus pi by 2, it becomes minus 1. At pi by 2, it becomes plus 1. See, this graph is divided into two sections. In the first half circle, it is minus 2 pi to pi, minus 2 pi to minus pi, in then minus pi to 0. So this come one complete cycle. Then the same cycle is repeated later. So the values are being repeated after period of t is equal to 2 pi. So the period of sine function is 2 pi. See, we will consider now the cos x function. In the cos x graphs, if we consider this point 0, the both sections are symmetrical. So the values are being repeated. What after what time period it is repeating? See here, from minus 2 pi to 0, it was certain shape of graph. The same graph is repeating to 0 to 2 pi. So also for cos x, the period will be 2x. Okay, students. Now we will look for tan x graph. We know that period for tan x is n pi. So the values of graphs will repeat at the interval of pi. As we see, from minus 2 pi to minus pi, there is certain form of graph. The same graph is seen from minus pi to 0, also from 0 to pi. As we see, there is repetition of graphs at after certain period of interval. So this periodicity in graph, we can generalize it. So students, if we have studied the periodic graphs of sin x, cos x, and tan x. So from this we understood that there is repetition of graphs. Their values are being repeated after certain period of interval. So we can have generalized solution of all the trigonometric ratios using the periodicity concept. So now we will see some standard and generalized solutions of trigonometric equations. So student, we have studied the periodicity of trigonometric ratios. So we can have standard generalized solutions of trigonometric equations, like, so if sin theta is equal to 0, then general solution will be theta is equal to n pi. If similarly for cos theta is equal to 0, the general solution will be theta is equal to 2n pi. For all these solutions, there is one condition, that n must be an integer value. Okay, similarly for tan theta is equal to 0, theta is equal to n pi. So these were the values when only one angle was involved. Means here only one angle of theta is involved. So we will have in the question more than one angles, where there are situations of being having more than one angles given. So where there will one theta and one alpha. So what will be its solution? We will look into it. So up till now we have studied the cases where only one angle was involved. Now we will study different cases in where there are two unknown angles. So we will study if sin theta is equal to sin alpha, then solution is theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n alpha. Okay. Here is for here alpha must be from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, and n must be integer. Similarly for cos theta equal to cos alpha, theta must is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha. For tan theta is equal to tan alpha, theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. Okay, these were the these three equations are most important because you will find 80% of problems from only these three equations. Okay, you have to find so generalized solution for these three type of trigonometric equations. Now we will see different another type of trigonometric equations solutions. If here we have square terms, means up till now we have studied trigonometric equations only with degree 1. Here the degree of the trigonometric ratio is 2, means if sine square theta is equal to sine square alpha, then the generalized solution will be n pi plus minus alpha. The same solution is for all the three trigonometric equation ratios. Okay, for sine square theta, for cos square theta, and for tan square theta. There is one and only one common solution, one and only one common general solution, that is theta is equal to n pi plus minus alpha, where n is any integer number. Okay, students, this was the standard general solution of trigonometric equations. Let's see the first question. The general value of x satisfying the equation sin x plus cos x equal to 1 is. See here, first take into consideration the trigonometric equation. What is the equation? Sin x plus cos x equal to 1. So first step, what you will do, try to bring the equation in only one trigonometric ratio. See here, because we have general solution for only one trigonometric ratio equations. Okay, means we have solution for sin theta equal to sin alpha, cos theta equal to cos alpha, and tan theta equal to tan alpha. Okay, but here there are two different trigonometric ratios, so we will try to convert it into only one trigonometric ratio. So yes students, we have the equation sin x plus cos x equal to 1. So if we divide it by root 2 on the both sides, what we will get? Sin x upon root 2 plus cos x upon root 2 equal to 1 by root 2. So we know that 1 by root 2 is equal to sin pi by 4, that is sin 45 degree and cos 45 degree, they have one equal value of 1 by root 2. So we will substitute in the trigonometric equation. What we will get? Sin x into cos pi by 4 plus cos x into sin pi by 4 equal to 1 by root 2. So now we can fulfill our target of making only one trigonometric ratio on the left hand side. So this left hand side resembles one trigonometric formula of addition trigonometric ratios. Which is that formula? Sin a plus b is equal to sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So what will be the solution? Sin x plus pi by 4. You can write this equation, this left hand side as sin x plus pi by 4. So now we have the ultimate equation in form of sin theta equal to sin alpha. So what we have studied, the solution of such trigonometric equation, theta is equal to n pi plus 1 minus 1 raised to n alpha. Okay, so we will write it over here. X plus pi by 4 equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to pi by 4. So finally we will transfer this pi by 4 on this on right hand side. So final general solution of this trigonometric equation is x equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n pi by 4 minus pi by 4. Okay, so this was the generalized solution for this problem. So correct option is B. Now we will see in another problem. The general value of theta satisfying the equation 2 sin square theta minus 3 sin theta minus 2 equal to 0 is. So here we have one good news. We have only one trigonometric ratio. Okay. Now so no conversion, nothing. Only we have to solve only one trigonometric ratio. Okay. But there is one another situation involved in this question, that there is a we can see it is a form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, which is a quadratic equation. So we will have two values of sin theta of this quadratic equation. Okay, we will solve it. Assume it as ax square plus bx plus c. So we will divide the middle term into two factors. So minus 3 sin theta is subdivided into minus 4 sin theta plus sin theta. Okay, so we will now make its groups. Then what is the solution? 2 sin theta into sin theta minus 2 plus 1 into sin theta minus 1. Okay, so ultimately we get two products, 2 sin theta plus 1 plus into sin theta minus 2 equal to 0. So what is the value? Sin theta equal to minus half, because other value is sin theta is equal to 2, which is not possible because it is out of domain of sin theta. Okay, so we will reject the value solution sin theta equal to 2. So we have the solution sin theta is equal to minus half. So what is the, it is form of sin theta is equal to sin alpha. So now we will have to find out what is the value of alpha. What is sin alpha minus half? So first equate it with sin theta, but we have sin minus pi by 6 equal to minus half. We know that sin minus theta is equal to minus sin theta. Okay, and sin, what is sin theta, what is sin 30? 1 and 1 by 2, that is half. So minus sin minus 30 will be minus half. So here alpha is minus pi by 6. So we have generalized, so we have some equation of sin theta is equal to sin minus pi by 6, that is sin theta is equal to sin minus 30 degree. So we can derive its generalized solution by what we have generalized solution for sin theta is equal to sin alpha. Theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to alpha. So here we will substitute the value of alpha over here, that is n pi plus minus 1 raised to n minus pi by 6. This is the generalized solution. We can shift the minus 1 value into this bracket, that is theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n plus 1 into pi by 6. So this is the final answer for the trigonometric equation. So option E is correct. See students, if you have go through the all the 9 formulae for general solution of trigonometric equations, you can visualize the solution just by looking at the question. No need to solve, you can just guess the question. Okay, so we will see the next problem. If alpha comma beta are two different values of x satisfying a cos x plus b sin x equal to c, then tan a plus b upon 2 equal to what? Okay, in first we will write the equation a cos x plus b sin x equal to c. Okay, so here we will see there are two different trigonometric ratios of cos x and sin x. As we have discussed in the first problem, we have to convert the to any of the we have to convert an equation with multiple trigonometric ratios to only one to an equation to with only one trigonometric ratios. Now we will convert cos x and sin x to tan x by 2. So we have the formula cos theta is equal to 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Also sin 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. We will apply it over here. So after solving the equation, we get trigonometric equation of form a plus c tan square x by 2 minus 2b tan x by 2 plus c minus a equal to 0. So here it is form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where what is the coefficient of x square? A plus c. What is coefficient of x? minus 2b, and what is coefficient, what is constant term? C minus a. Okay, if we solve this in further and find its a trigonometric equation, what we will get? Sum of roots is minus of minus 2 by minus of b upon a. Okay, here what is b term? Minus 2b, minus of minus 2b is 2b, so write it over here, and upon a. So what is over here? A plus c. So we have sum of roots is equal to 2b upon a plus c. Then product of roots must be equal to constant term upon coefficient of x square. So what we get? C minus a upon a plus c. So we have product and product and sum of the both roots, which are alpha by 2 and beta by 2. Okay, so we will see addition of roots and taking its tan ratio. So what we have? Tan alpha by 2 plus beta by 2 is equal to tan alpha by 2 plus tan beta by 2 upon 1 minus tan alpha by 2 dot tan beta by 2. So we have both values of these unknown sections. Above is the sum of roots and below is product of roots, 1 minus product of roots. So 2b upon c plus a, it is 2b upon c plus a upon 1 minus c minus a upon c plus a. If we solve it further, then what we get? 2b upon 2a, which is b upon a. And yes, that's the answer which we require. So it matches with the option C, so option C is correct. So now we'll see another problem. The solution of tan 2 theta dot tan theta is equal to 1. Then the solution of cot 2 theta is what? Okay students, so now here there is a product of two tan ratios. Okay, so we will have to convert it into only single trigonometric ratios. Oh, that is only one tan theta must be there. So we will apply tan 2 theta formula. First we will convert it into cot 2 theta form. So how can we make it? Cot 2 theta, tan theta and cot 2 theta are both are reciprocals of each other. So if we transfer this tan 2 theta into this side, what will be that? Tan theta is equal to 1 upon tan 2 theta. Okay, so which is equal to cot 2 theta. So finally what we have? Tan theta, whatever is the solution for tan theta, that solution is also for cot 2 theta. Okay, accepted. So now we will have to convert the entire equation only in form of tan theta. So let's see. First we will apply the formula of tan 2 theta. Okay, what is tan 2 theta? 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. Okay, so value of tan 2 theta is substituted over here, multiplied by tan theta. Okay, at the side there was tan theta, so we will also multiply over here, is equal to 1. Okay, so no tension now. We have everything in form of tan theta. Okay, up till now in the equation was in form of tan ratio, but the angles were different. Okay, but now we have the same angle theta and the same ratio tan. Okay, so now no tension, we will solve the equation and get the answer. 2 tan theta into tan theta, what is it? 2 tan square theta. Okay, so we have 2 tan square theta upon 1 minus tan square theta is equal to 1. We can equate the both numerator and denominator because at the RHS is 1. Okay, so what we have? 2 tan square theta is equal to 1 minus tan square theta, that gives 3 tan square theta is equal to 1, which is tan square theta is equal to 1 by 3. So here we will apply the third set of formula, which is tan square theta is equal to tan square alpha. Then what is the general solution? N pi plus alpha. Okay, so first we will find out what is tan square alpha. We know that what is tan alpha when 1 by 3 is a square of 1 by root 3. Okay, But what is 1 by root 3? Tan pi by 6, that is tan 30 degree. So we get the equation in form of tan square theta is equal to tan square pi by 6. Okay, so what is the general solution for such kind of trigonometric equation? N pi plus minus alpha. Here value of alpha is pi by 6, so the solution will be n pi plus minus pi by 6. So what is the answer? Yes, option B is the answer, 6n plus minus 1 pi by 6. So now we will study another question. The general solution of tan pi by 2 sin theta is equal to cot of pi by 2 cos theta is what? Yes, that we have to find out. So now we see again the problem. Each situation arises of multiple trigonometric ratios. So convert this into single trigonometric ratio. Whichever the problem of trigonometric equation is there, you just do one thing: convert the trigonometric equation into only one trigonometric ratio. Here we have tan, cot, and inside one are angles that are not that much important for now's time being. So we will convert this into either tan or either both tan or either both cot. So for us, converting both into tan is more convenient, so we will convert it into tan. So we know that both tan and cot are complementary angles, means tan theta is equal to tan theta is equal to cot 90 minus theta, or cot theta is equal to tan 90 minus theta. So we can solve tan theta is equal to tan 90 minus pi by pi by 2 cos theta. Okay, because both are complementary angles. Now the question is solved. Okay, half work is done. Both the equation both the sides are with same trigonometric ratio, that is tan. Okay, now easy for us. What we have the general solution for tan ratios: tan theta is equal to tan alpha n pi plus alpha. Okay, here we have n as r, so instead of n we will use r. So here theta is pi by 2 sin theta, and alpha is pi by 2 minus pi by 2 cos theta. So here we will write n pi, instead of n we will write r pi plus pi by 2 minus pi by 2 cos theta. So if we solve this further, what we will get? Sin theta plus cos theta is equal to 2r plus 1. Okay, so now we got the equation with two trigonometric ratios. So see this equation is like the first problem. We had sin theta plus cos theta is equal sin x plus cos x equal to 1. So now we can easily solve this question. We can write in form of cos theta minus pi by 4. Okay, we had divided by root 2 and made it in form of sin and cos. So ultimately we got cos theta minus pi by 4. Okay, so now if we solve, if we substitute values of r, so now what we will get? Cos theta minus pi by 4 equal to 1 by root 2 if r is 0, and if r is minus 1, what we get? Minus half. Same left hand side, but the right hand sides are different. Okay, so for generalized we can have plus minus 1 by root 2. So for what we have, cos theta equal to cos alpha, then what is the solution? 2n pi plus minus alpha. So what we have, alpha over here pi by 4, because 1 by root 2 is cos pi by 4. So we will write pi by 4 as it is over here, and value of theta theta minus pi by 4. So we will transfer minus pi by 4 on the right hand side. What we will get? 2r pi plus minus pi by 4 plus pi by 4. So ultimately we will have two solutions of theta, that is 2r pi plus pi by 4 or 2r pi only. But we can accept only this 2r pi, because 2r pi plus pi by 4 we will give an extraneous root. So we will cancel this solution of 2r pi plus pi by 4. Okay, so final, what is the answer? Yes, 2r pi. 2r pi will be the answer. So option B is correct. Okay students, so we will recall all the things we have covered in the chapter. First, we saw different general solutions to different trigonometric ratios like sine, cos, tan. From these basic three trigonometric ratios, we can derive the different solutions of problems with other trigonometric ratios like sec, cosec, and cot. Okay, we can convert them into this three main basic trigo ratios, and then find out the solutions. And we also saw periodic nature of trigonometric ratios can be used to generalize the solution of equations of trigonometry. Okay, then finally we have studied that for square trigonometric ratios, for square trigonometric equations, general solution is same for all sine, cos, and tan ratios. Like we had studied sine square theta is equal to sine square alpha. The solution is n pi plus alpha. For cos square theta equal to cos square alpha, the solution is same. And also for tan square theta equal to tan square alpha, the solution will be the same. So we had studied these three main important parts from this lecture. Okay student, this was for this chapter. If you have any doubt related to this chapter, you can comment in the video section. So stay tuned. Until then, thank you.